Hi everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 2, Episode 13, Armageddon Game. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's the fact that it's like 2:30 in the morning and I'm just really tired. I did not dig this episode, I just didn't like it that much. So I'm going to boil it way down because that's what I do with episodes I don't like. So O'Brien and Bashir are helping these two races basically come to peace by deactivating a weapon. And so after they do, these two races have this brilliant idea that anybody who knows how to put this weapon back together needs to be killed. So they go after O'Brien and Bashir to kill them, so they have to go out into hiding, and they tell Cisco that they're already dead. And that it's actually O'Brien's fault because he accidentally activated something. And so in the meantime, while Bashir and O'Brien are trying to escape, O'Brien actually does get infected with it. Some of it drops into his arm. And so we see most of this episode is all about Bashir and O'Brien kind of developing this friendship that we watch grow over the entire course of the series. And O'Brien's just getting worse, and Bashir's trying to help him like figure out how to reach the station when nothing's working. In the meantime, we see Cisco basically trying to come to terms that he's just lost his doctor and his chief engineer. And it's kind of some touching scenes where he goes to Keiko and he has to explain to her that her husband died, which, I mean, she's kind of a military wife, so that's something she kind of should be prepared for. I think what saves this episode, at least for me, that I kind of got a kick out of, was that Keiko's the one that brings it to their attention that this video is faked, because the races have a video of O'Brien like accidentally setting something off, and that's what kills everybody. And she's like, look, he's drinking coffee and it's the afternoon. O'Brien wouldn't do that. So I've been married for like 8 years. Like, I don't know if my husband would actually be able to point that out, that like something that minuscule, that like that's fake, because he wouldn't do that. And what makes it even better is, so Keiko brings us to their attention, so they make this whole rescue operation. They go down, they save the guys, they come back, and O'Brien's like, hey, can I get a cup of coffee? And Keiko's like, you don't drink coffee in the afternoon. And O'Brien's like, what are you talking about? Of course I do. So the whole thing was a fluke. And that's what saves this whole episode for me. That's the part that I was like, okay, that's what it's like to be married, in case you've ever wondered. That's what it's like. So overall, like, I think this episode's okay. Like, the acting is great in this episode, seeing Bashir and seeing O'Brien like in these difficult situations, seeing Cisco mourn, seeing Dax mourn, seeing Keiko mourn. Like, it's a really sad and interesting episode. I don't know, I just felt like it was a little too drawn out. Like, I felt like it needed a subplot. But overall, it could just be me. What did you guys think? Like I said, sometimes I do have off days. It does happen. Like, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek, so they can't all be perfect for me. So go ahead, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Am I way off? Is this actually a great classic and I just missed it and I need to go back and rewatch it? Go ahead, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for Whispers.